Okay. It is time, everyone, for the finale of this Take-Two stream series. My goodness. Let me just get this thing fired up. Oh, pardon me. Fire it up and fix that volume so it's not like super loud. There we go. Okay. We get my windows all in order here. I can see the chat. I can see the game. There's a good bit left, if I remember right. There's some fun stuff ahead. Sure. Fun is the word we'll use to describe that. As noted, we just start from whatever door we last entered or exited. So here we go. To get our sprint on, we need to figure something out. So there are only so many places you can go after you've discovered the chem lab is like trashed, and eventually you're just gonna wander your way back up here, I reckon.
Oh no, they're all back! You can't get rid of us that easily. We're a part of you after all. Go away! Leave us alone! You know we can't do that. Our sole purpose is to punish you. But we can still keep things interesting. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, straight to the point, aren't we? What's the hurry? How about we all meet up in the clubroom? Perhaps we can make things clear to you there. Don't keep us waiting. Not that you have much of a choice.
You might expect that like the devils would act more sinister, but like facade is like Monica's just a false veneer of confidence in the first place, so it stands to reason that she would just never falter in that.
Monica, what are we gonna do? Unfortunately, she's probably right. There's nowhere else to go. So we have to follow them. I don't want to, but it sure seems like it. But what happens if they kill us? I don't know, Sayori. But we can't give up. There must be some way for us. How can you be sure? Well, if we were meant to die, we'd already be dead, right? Yeah, I guess. Exactly. So let's go meet them.
Kind of a cold comfort that the only reason you're still alive is because the guy you're at the mercy of hasn't done you in. But anyway, we gotta move on. Looking at that cutscene reminded me of back whenever this whole school was flipped and I had things on the left and right. Because like, what I ended up, how cutscenes work in this version of the reality or whatever, it's like, they aren't actual like actors, it's all just like images controlled and stuff and placed on the layers and whatever. So whenever they all walk off screen like that, they actually walk well, another 16 pixels into the wall, I think it is, because the pixels are double sized. But like, they're all just kind of marching there behind the scene where you can't see them anymore. And then after the scene ends, they all poof. These creatures are gonna haunt us for the rest of our lives, which kind of makes sense, actually. Yeah. Too real. Pace that sprinting. Oop. Did we pass the literature club? No, it's right here. So there are two versions of entering this room, and I accounted for both of them. Most people would probably enter that door, but we'll enter this door and I'll show you.
Okay, everyone. Now that our guests have arrived, the meeting can officially begin. Would you two please come forward?
Much longer walk from the other door.
There you go. Now, where should we start? How about with whatever it is you want from us? What we want? It's not that simple. Nothing you can give us would ever make this stop. And then what are we supposed to do? You said you're here to punish us, so... now that really is as straightforward as it sounds.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to sit on the desk. She's too impish. She doesn't care about your rules.
But why? What did we do wrong? It's not as simple as that either. It's something more intrinsic. The little devil's inside every one of you, twisting your thoughts and behavior. You act all nice on the surface, but you're festering deep inside, like a shiny apple with a rotten core. We exist to show you what awful people you really are. And until we can convince you of that, we'll kill you as many times as it takes.
So, the first, like, actually difficult fight of the game. You could beat them all individually, but when they all team up...
What are we gonna do? There are so many of them! There's no backing down now. We have to try.
Devils are snickering. Alright, so let's see. I think if I press win here, it would actually just still add like Amy to the group and all that. I made sure to account for such things, but we'll still play it out like normal anyway, obviously. And in this fight, it's really best to just take down Impish first. If you're lucky, you can get her like before she even does anything really terrible. Mouthy's a little too durable for that, and Facade, you're best off just leaving your mask intact until you're ready to confront her. Hey, we stunned her. Nice. No, don't take the happy thoughts. Mouthy rolls her eye. Okay, I don't want her to heal herself, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit Mouthy and hope that she tries to heal Mouthy instead. Oh, that was a little bugging out there. That's okay, probably. Don't heal yourself, please. Oh, she just raised her attack instead.
We can't do this. We're gonna die. Sorry, don't lose hope. Who said that? Oh, looks like I got here just in time. Who the heck are you? Introductions later. First, we need to deal with them.
A mysterious helper has arrived. Okay, let's take out Impish before you can do anything. Amy's name is just replaced with 3 question marks throughout this entire battle. Why don't our Dokis get health bar? It would be more readable, I think. Perhaps. I don't really know. I think it's important for the devils because, like, you can't see their HP value. But, like, if you need to see how your Dokis are doing, you just look down here. One thing I was thinking of doing was having, like, these bars start to turn red the closer they get to the bottom. Kind of like they do in Aiden Chronicles. Not that anyone here would know what the heck that is. But, like, maybe I could do the same with the Dokis text where, like, it's bright green when they're at full health and it gets more and more red. Or perhaps redder the further down and closer to death they get. Would that... Do you think that would do it, Alma? Would that satisfy what you were looking for here? Oh, there goes her attack buff. Screw you. I really want to make sure she doesn't heal anybody, though, so we're just going to keep smacking her. Yeah, there she goes. Okay, so next. We'll just leave Facade there, because she's not going to do anything until we attack her back. Mouthy just exists to drag things out. Seriously, just a support enemy. Defense down.
Well, they're a hardy bunch, aren't they? Looks like we'll need a few more helpers after all.
A new skill awakens within. She realized the power of Spider Swarm. I think Gabar still helps better visually. I don't know. I don't want to clutter up the screen with stuff. Right? There's a lot to pay attention to, even as it is. Because, like, the devils, they're all spaced out. There's 6 spaces for them to occupy. And I did my best to make sure, like, their HUDs don't interfere with each other. And there's, like, a lot more to see on their HUDs. That's kind of why the characters have theirs down here. I think even if I put health bars above them, you gotta remember, there are eventually going to be 6 Dokis, and it can be kind of difficult to tell whose bar is whose when they're all just piled up. Bars below the numbered health would probably be fine. I could probably put it there too, maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of real estate to work with here. Like, this is the space room background shoved up so that you can't see the ceiling anymore. And it's like, it's really all crammed in there as tightly as I can get it. I didn't realize something up her sleeve. We're not gonna do that just yet. Well, maybe I should. Well, her attack isn't reduced. She should probably be fine just attacking Mouthy as is. Yeah, lower her attack. I shudder to think what Facade's stat buffs are right now.
We're getting closer, but our damage output kind of sucks. Well, maybe there's something you can do about that. What can I do to... Think about it. When Natsuki needs to perk up, how do you help? I give her up. Oh, hey, that's right.
A new skill awakens within Monica. She realized the power of protein bar. Monica's fixing for a treat. So let's see. I think Mouthy's actually not going to need that much to get taken down. And when we get rid of her, our fear status will go away. So let's just see about that first. Okay, so I'd like to get rid of that defense debuff. So these debuffs, the way they work is like, they have a 1 in themselves chance of decreasing every round. Like, well, is it one of them? No, it's themselves out of 100, that's what it is. So like, right now, Monica has like basically a 1 in 50 chance every round for this to decrease by 1. That way, like, if you try to stack the buffs, the higher you stack them, the more likely it is that they'll still decrease. Anyway, you can fix your defense just by doing that. And I want to put one more chip in that mask. Okay.
Huh, how much more can I take? It's so hard to tell.
That is it. You can kind of gauge the condition already.
I guess so. I just wish I could know for sure.
Well, perhaps you will need to take a closer look.
Huh? A closer look.
New skill awakens with Sayori. She realizes the power of Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Stand in the opposition to reveal their health and status. Use repeatedly to toggle. This affects all enemies. Proceed? Yeah. How you doing there? Oh god, she's got the sword and the shield. So these are like additional attack up and defense up whenever they've got these icons. I want to say these multiply it by 50%, similar to like what a stat stage in Pokemon would do. But whenever you're like continually stacking a buff, it increases the chance that you'll lose it if you had one of these. So sometimes if you've got like the sword or the shield, it's better to just keep them and rather than try to stack higher, because you might lose more than you gain if the status went away. I don't know if I want to attack her right now, but like, yeah, we gotta get it done sooner or later. And are we okay? Like, we're all basically fine. I don't think she can take out Sayori in one hit. And even if she can, it's like, whatever. Maybe I'll just like beef up Sayori a little bit. There you go. Ow! She hit for 100 right now. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Go, Sayori, get her. She's only 31. Well, if you take another hit like that, you're dead. So, how about you heal up? Monica trying to kill herself. Wait, what? Another spider swarm might get her close. I tried to, like, this one pierces defense, so no matter what this number is, it will always do around the same amount of damage. If an enemy does not have a defense buff, it's generally better for her to use a regular attack, but otherwise it's good for just piercing very hardy targets. But her health is so low now, I'm sure we've got her. There we go. Beat them darn devils again. In case you're wondering, there's nothing special that happens if you lose that fight. A lot of fights in this will have like special events if you lose them under certain conditions, like the original one with depression, but this one, nothing special happens. It's just a standard game over.
Yes, we did! We beat them! I don't think we could have done it without you. Thank you very much for helping us.
No problem. It wouldn't have been a fair fight for you two alone.
Yeah, really, those devils don't fight fair at all. Oh, but we still don't know who you are. I've never seen you before.
Me neither. Are you new at this school, or? Believe it or not, we have already been introduced.
Yeah, we have. How is that possible?
Does the name Amy ring any bells?
Oh, no.
I think it's just funny, I guess, considering how many, like, timeline series have been down as possible, she would have forgotten about the Amy likes spiders poem, but it's still just kind of funny. She just doesn't remember.
Think carefully. Natsuki told you about me before.
She did? Amy? Wait, the girl who likes spiders?
Bingo, we have a winner.
So, this is actually, like, the original Amy sprite. I can't remember who made the first one, but the second one I want to say was made by Yagamarai? I honestly can't remember. I know they were made by two different people, but I felt like they were similar enough to get away with that, like, I could use the original sprites as like an alternate pose for Amy. And I avoided using certain expressions with this one because one of the main issues with it before was that her face was kind of wonky, and I guess it still is. Maybe it's easier to remember the poem than the name of the girl it's about. Possibly. I feel like it's pretty distinct, honestly. But this is the story we're talking about.
Bingo, we have a winner.
Oh, you're that, Amy.
The one and only.
But I thought it was just a metaphor. I didn't know you were real.
It was, and I'm not.
I keep getting my Tokies all mixed up today. My god.
Then how are you here?
That's quite simple, really. I'm similar to these other incarnations of yourselves you've been seeing.
So you're a devil too?
No, I said I'm similar. Just let me explain, okay? The devils are manifestations of your troubles and insecurities. Basically, I'm the opposite.
Then, instead of one of Natsuki's problems,
I am the personification of Natsuki's inner strength.
Hi, Lorana. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you could make it. To the final Take-Two stream, probably.
That doesn't make sense now.
I guess so. Just how did you become that?
When Natsuki wrote her poem about me, she was really writing about herself. Or rather, the person she wants to be, someone unashamed of their passion. A good person with likable qualities that's only misjudged by others.
In other words, Natsuki aspires to be like this, but feels like she isn't.
Oh, Natsuki.
Anyway, I was born with those desires, and it's my role to help you out of this mess.
We certainly appreciate your support, but what can you do?
Well, you already know I can fight, but that's not all I'm good for. I can also guide you to some degree. I don't know everything about what's going on, but I can inform you on a few things.
Oh, you're the way all this is happening.
That's not an easy question. It's mostly as Facade described earlier. Shiro is pitting you against your issues as punishment, and so you can learn to understand and overcome them.
So Amy tells on herself a little bit here. As Facade described earlier, that means that she is at least aware of what Facade said to them before the start of this fight. So you might imagine that she was like watching from the other side of the door to see if they could handle it on their own, and then stepped in to help when it seemed like they really needed it.
Shiro is pitting you against your issues as punishment, and so you can learn to understand and overcome them.
What? So this is supposed to teach us a lesson? Well, why? We didn't do anything bad to Shiro.
Even I'm not clear on his motives. You'll have to ask him later. If I had to guess, he might have taken offense to something without anyone knowing it.
This is Natsuki's fault, isn't it?
I love that Monica's just like, who's the only person who is giving Shiro any guff at all? But no, if it was just Natsuki, then she would be the only one in this mess, and everyone else would, like, not be involved. No, it runs a little deeper than that.
Don't be quick to blame. I have a feeling,
Well, there.
I have a feeling this runs deeper than anybody realizes.
There you go.
Though that was probably part of it, yeah. Speaking of Natsuki, she really needs your help right now.
Do you know where she is?
Not exactly. I have a general idea, and I can help track her down. The problem is she's not herself. She's been taken over by this place.
Taken over? How so?
It's a little hard to explain. The simplest way to put it is that Shiro has corrupted her. And she's going to need us to snap her out of it.
So, she's evil now?
Hostile, at least, and very aggressive.
Are we gonna have to fight her then?
Most likely, that's the kind of game this has become. But I'm prepared to help you through it and bring her back to her senses.
Alright, where can we find her?
She's on the first floor. Stairs are blocked, but there's another way down. And you'll need me to reach it, so I'm tagging along. So let's go.
Saving. So now we're Amy. And for like a brief flicker of a second, you turn back into the Monica because, like, try as I might, I cannot seem to get this thing to fully, like, transition a character to another character without something like that happening. It's kind of janky like that. I really don't know how to make it work any other way, or if it's even possible. Could just be an in-engine issue. But, like, those who've played Earthbound would be familiar with, like, the style of these sprites. And I did use, like, Earthbound sprites as, like, a base to create these characters. But this one in particular, if you remember Jeff from Earthbound, you can recognize, like, the shape of his glasses on Amy here. I can imagine how weird that might look behind the code. It's very strange. It's just like, even for just one frame it exists, and then it'll go back, or go to the character it's supposed to be, and I just cannot get rid of that one frame. I tried everything I could think of to make it go away, and it wouldn't. It just wouldn't. Alright, so now that we've gotten through all those bits, which are basically like the initial introduction to this thing, now there are devils patrolling the halls. And devils, they can't see infinitely. What you doing there, Mouthy? They have like a cone of vision and a circle of hearing. So they can only see in front of them and like, I want to say 45-degree angles just from where they're facing. And whenever they're facing a direction, they will continue walking in that direction until they bump into something. And that's the only time they'll ever turn around. They will always favor like going forward or slightly to the left or slightly to the right. So it's fairly intuitive trying to like sneak around them. And as long as you're holding control, you can get like right up on them. And they just won't notice you because you're sneaking. Because you're sneaky. But as soon as you walk, oh, they heard you. You can kind of exploit their movement to get away. Because like, since they can't run straight for you, they have to adhere to the grid. You can kind of mess with how they move. Go the other way. Well, I actually kind of need to go this way. None of these fights are mandatory. It's actually quite encouraged to sneak around them because like, any amount of time it takes you to fight them, unless you think you really need the practice, it's going to be faster to just navigate away. No! Why can't they run straight? Because if they did, that would take them off the grid, and then they would get stuck on things. Maybe I could figure out a way to make the code such they snap back, but it was difficult enough just getting them to be able to navigate without issues in the first place. Well, we get to beat these guys now, and Monica's paralyzed. They look sufficiently creepy the way they run. Well, I'm glad they look creepy at least. At least they've got that going for them. If they're gonna be jank, they might as well be creepy. She can't do nothing. You know, she might as well just get rid of her own paralysis while she's got a shot at it. It's like paralysis, I want to say it lasts for 5 turns, and at least 2 of those turns you will be fully paralyzed. Ambush rings her idle hands. That means she's giving back the thing. Actually, Sayori, do you think you can get it done? You probably can't. A feature, not a bug. Sadly, we could not quite finish Ambush in 1 round there. I wanted to spider swarm you. Get that mask nice and worn out, and then the other 4 spiders can do damage. Ooh, poisoned. Ow! Slide bitches with her pen. I'm gonna fix Sayori because she's really hurt. I want to see if she tackles somebody, because something funny happens if she's poisoned when she does. And Spiders, I don't think a spider swarm would kill her, so I'll just wear her out a little bit further. Tackle somebody. Whoop. Basada's hoping no one noticed that. So if she tackles Monica while poisoned, she takes the poison damage when she gets back, and it'll say this text if she tackled Monica. But if she had tackled either of these 2, she would turn back to herself, and then they would just be standing there, and it would say the jig is up instead. Now that is funny. I'm glad you think so. There are all kinds of little things like that. And because we fought Impish there, that reset the position of Mouthy over here. That's why she's no longer there. So whenever the map comes back on, it basically resets to whatever its default was. Yes. So yeah, like I said, they have a cone of vision and a ring of hearing, and whenever you're sprinting, their ring of hearing gets wider, so... Oh, she must have spotted me there somehow. They can spot you through walls, which is kind of bogus, but there aren't a lot of scenarios where there are things like you could feasibly hide behind anyway, so it's not super relevant. I think the stealth system works functionally well enough that it's not really a big concern. So we're not gonna bother fighting more devils or nothing. You get the same dialogue whether you destroy this web or the other one, but they both get taken out regardless, so you don't have to worry about, like... I know it doesn't exactly make sense that they both get taken out at once. It's just kind of a quality of life thing. You don't have to do both webs.
What on earth can make a web like this?
A Darwin's bark spider, and it's the toughest known silk in the world.
Oh, really?
I should know. One of my pets made it, after all.
You've had this set up?
Yes, I was trying to limit Natsuki's movements. I was hoping to confine her until I could get you guys to help, but she still got away. I guess it's no surprise, considering what she did to those shutters earlier.
That was her? No way!
Oh yes, she's been powered up to say the least.
How risky will it be to confront her?
Very? But
I skipped words.
But it won't be impossible, so don't worry about that. It's necessary regardless, so it's not like we have much of a choice.
Poor Natsuki.
Anyway, I hadn't expected her to reach the first floor, but that should be where she is now. We can follow her trail once we're through. Just give me a moment to cut this down.
Snip, snip. Just some scissors noises. Now, before we go hopping down to the first floor, if you head on over here and check the wall, this is a bit of text. This is the only way you actually find out what this stuff is in the current demo. The hall is blocked by a viscous black substance.
We can't do anything about this now. Unless Amy can help us out with it.
Nope, sorry, there's nothing I can do to remove it.
What is it anyway? Do you know?
It's, well, how do I explain? It's the rot. You can think of it like a manifestation of negativity. Shira was the source, and this place is practically glued together with it.
Rot? He has this much negativity in him?
It seems so. He's terribly bitter and harboring a ton of hard feelings. When he gave them shape, this is the form they took, not unlike your devils.
Is it dangerous?
It can be. It's taken hold of Natsuki at least.
So that's what you meant by corrupted.
Indeed, and that's why she needs our help. Luckily, she didn't go this way.
So there you go. It's the rot. And it will continue to be a force of oppression as you move your way through Act 7. Oh, I guess I don't need my cursor on the screen there. Oh yeah, there's a facade there. Oh, but this is new text. We need to read it. Your party members can move in any order, so you should use this to your advantage. One member's action may help with another's. A lot of this advice, I feel like, is pretty obvious, but I don't know how big the overlap of people who are fans of RPGs are versus, no, Facade, I don't want to fight you. Get her stuck. Anyway, I don't know how big of the overlap of like RPG fans are with like Doki Doki and visual novels and stuff. So I was like, you know, maybe even if it's really obvious to me, it's worth mentioning to somebody else, just in case it would help them get through the game a little easier. So this door's all broken. This door is mangled, is beyond use. If someone is knocked away by an attack, they'll come back after your next turn, so long as nothing's keeping them. So basically, like I said about the hostage status last stream, like whenever Facade takes somebody, they would return, but if Facade wasn't holding them hostage. It's a map of the school. On this floor, West Wing is the computer lab, the main building is the library, East Wing is the chemistry lab. Scrolled under East Wing, it says space room in the back. Indeed, it is there. Moving your characters in any order is uncommon among RPGs, at least as far as I'm aware. Well, I kind of got it from Paper Mario, and it's to the nth degree since you can have like 6 people. You can really pull off some powerful stuff with them like that, but that's all part of the reason why I can just like get ruthless with the devils and make them really powerful too. Impish isn't very durable, so it may be best to kill her before she causes too much trouble. Mouthy can cause incurable fear. You know, it shows a little icon with her eyeballs, but the status goes away along with her. As long as Facade has her mask, she won't attack, but she'll keep healing and buffing until you break it. Do devils have some level of strategizing with each other's synergy, the same way we can control our Dokis in any order? Not really. They always go in a set order, and they just kind of do their own things. They don't really synergize off each other. It's more like they just have really powerful moves, and they can cause a lot of problems very easily. Plus, you know, they always get the first action, so you never start, like, from perfect.
Whoa, the cloth has been smashed clean through.
Their presence is the synergy.
Yikes, I guess it is the thinnest part of the wall, but still.
Yeah, Natsuki definitely went this way. Just follow the path of destruction.
I used to have a whole bunch of extra devils in these classrooms and stuff, and I was like, you know what, maybe it's too much. Maybe it's just a little much. There's no way to clean up broken glass, but you can avoid taking damage from it by choosing actions that don't involve moving. Not everyone has actions that don't involve moving, but eventually I want to say everybody will. Because, like, whenever we unlock magic attacks, that's when Sayori gets an action she can take while standing still. I've intentionally blocked off this locker. I haven't exactly decided what I want to put in it later, but something's going to be in there eventually, guys. I had fun, like, making all this rubble and stuff. The less effective an attack is, the more likely it will inflict a status. So that's an interesting little tidbit, because, like, it kind of creates some interesting possibilities, because, like, normally in a game or in an RPG, you just want to use the thing that's most effective. But now in this case, if you use the thing that's least effective, it's most likely to inflict its status. So if you think the status is worth it, you could use a really weak attack and try to get a 1-up on the enemy with whatever the effect is. Stat buffs can be stacked up to 100, but the higher they go, the more often they fall. That's basically what I described earlier. So if a stat buff was 100, it would be guaranteed to drop to 99 between rounds. Video games, when something is blocked by something that can be easily removed. You shush. These desks are like glued to the floor for all you know. Never mind that they've all been knocked aside.
Oh, she broke through the floor too.
Well, I did say she got down there somehow.
I'm having a hard time picturing Natsuki doing all this.
I think it'll make more sense once we find her. Anyhow, jumping down is a one-way trip for now. So if you want to check out anything else up here, this is the time.
We all have our head voices for the Dokis. I gave Amy a gentle one, but then tried imagining her with the same voice actor as Natsuki. This caused something to click in my mind I can't describe. Well, I don't know what your mental voice for her is like, so I can't really comment on that. Poison wears off after a while, but inflicting it again will extend its duration. Stun only has a chance of preventing your turn, but it will get worse until you get better. Oh, I was so close to the computer it activated both of those. Fear cuts your damage output by 1/3, but only for physical attacks. Which is your first hint that there will be special attacks. Anyway, we kind of checked out everything on these floors, and I don't really have anything else I feel like I need to comment on here. It's all just like stuff that's locked away. So, hop on down. Or should we wait? No, we should just jump down. No going back up there just yet, not till you get the shutters reopened. So let's see. It's kind of a crapshoot which of these doors you can exit because they're just locked. But one of them is open, or rather I knocked off its hinges. More hints. Spider Swarm isn't only good for piercing defense, it's also perfect for breaking shields. To get the most out of a protein bar, use it on an ally before they attack. Since Peekaboo reveals everything about the opposition, it can also be used to spot a faker. Yeah! There are so many like billboards and signs and computers and things, I just kind of like decided to do hints on everything I could think of.
Is something burning?
I think it's coming from over here.
Oh, the hole's on fire! Wait, why is it pink? That's not the important part.
Well, Natsuki definitely came this way. She must be in the cafeteria. We can't just walk through this fire, though.
Is there anything we can use to put it out? Probably something in the utility closet. That's near the opposite entrance.
Good thinking. Let's head around to it.
Yeah! Can't approach that fire. Pink fireballs blocked the way. You need something with which to extinguish them. It's the cafeteria. Tables and chairs are scattered all over the place. And over here. It's like, oh, there's that hole. You can't get around the hole. Dude, it just doesn't work. But a gaping hole blocks the entire corridor.
I don't think we want to jump down this one. Where would it even lead? The school doesn't have a basement. It looks like it goes on forever. I'm getting a really bad vibe.
Jump down? no is the wise choice, but you know we're gonna anyway. Jump. You fall into the pitch blackness of the void. Nothing can be seen in any direction. Just when you think it might be bottomless, you plunge into a thick and slimy liquid. Completely submerged, you rapidly lose all control of your body. You can't move, you can't breathe, you can't even think. Your mind becomes cloudy and your body goes numb as you're pulled deeper and deeper within. As the substance overtakes you, your last sensation is a feeling of overwhelming malice. You fell into the rot. Whatever you do, don't jump into a massive pool of the rot. Oh, too late. You should maybe put more visual indicators if something is interactable. Well, I don't know. I mean, you've got the exclamation point. What more do you need? Oh yeah, now that Amy joined us, she's on the title screen. Yippee. Too bad that doesn't count toward our baby mode game overs. So anyway, yeah. It kind of implies something that this event as well that's not totally apparent, but becomes significantly apparent toward the end of the game. Basically, all that blackness you see out there, you're actually looking at the rot far below it, like I guess the bottom of the skybox is how you would describe it. But like, yeah, anything that isn't terrain out there, that pitch blackness, it's all rot, man. It's all rot. All right, you exist. I don't want to fight you. Can you? It's a little harder to dodge them in these parts of the hallways because the space is a little narrower. No, 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 no. How do we unrot? Well, good question. No, stop facing this direction, you stinker. Can't hide behind benches. What am I trying to do? We just have to hope she just keeps walking in that direction. Oh, this is our chance. Yeah. Ball's pounding. Yeah, okay, good. We lost her. Yeah, but the exclamation mark only appears when you're already near it. I wouldn't have known if the cafeteria window was interactable if I hadn't approached it. Well, I did kind of want to encourage the player to like approach things and see if an exclamation point pops up. But like, it's kind of hard to gauge how merciful to be with that sort of thing. Because like, I don't know, I don't like to handhold people. Some people will like actively complain about handholding in games, and like, I don't want I want this to be as at least handholdy as possible. But I feel like something's important. I'll try to make it prominent. I don't know. There's only so much you can do to encourage people to look at things. A spider bite may drop attack power down, but it could also remove bravery. It's a map of the school. On this floor, West Wing is home economics. The main building is the cafeteria. East Wing is shop class. Oh, yes, I remember what I was going to do with shop class. I'm not going to tell you. If an enemy lays down a trap, you won't be able to attack up close, but even a jumping spider could clear the gap. Amy is lucky. She has her attacks don't fully approach the enemy, so she doesn't set off like nooses and things. Mouth, you're like positioned perfectly wrong. No, don't chase me this way. Go back. Go back the other way. Oi. I want to check the sparkle on the lockers, Natsuki. Yeah, I did what I had to do. Okay, we got away. No. Get turn. You're going exactly the wrong direction. Stop. I'll go over here to get you back where you were. Jeez. She's got something to say to you. Maybe some, or many somethings, in fact. How much time you got? Why, she'd talk your ear off. That's not what makes her mouthy, actually. There's something on top of the lockers, but you're not tall enough to reach it. That door down there is like the school's entrance. And this is based on like one of the BGs that commonly appears in mods, where it's like the BG's normally facing like this direction, and you can like kind of see the rows of lockers in these little platformy thingies. I don't know. Talk your ear off, and also her own eyes. You can't talk your eyes off. That's just silly. So, fun fact about his reality, I tried to make it intuitive enough that you don't have to like trip plot flags to get things done. So even though this is the utility closet, and we know it's our target right now, we could go and just get the utility closet key without having to find the door locked first. You're welcome. I'll still just do it in the sane and linear fashion. It's the utility closet. Only the janitor's key can open it.
Now what am do we do? We can't get on. Well, I doubt they can find the janitor, but maybe their card is nearby.
It's possible. Let's look around for it.
And it's over here. Not far away at all. These doors lead to the walkway between buildings, but they're locked. There's one last facade for us to sneak past. Go away. Yeah, like that. Ah, darn it, she turned. She turned. How dare you? Get rid of Alfie. Get her, get her. I mean, Impish. Whatever. That thing. Destroy it. Facade faked you out. Ludicrous. Maybe I don't want to do this battle. Maybe I'm gonna quit. Quit. Yeah. Show them. That's how that works, right? No, actually, I'm just demonstrating how it doesn't actually work that way at all. That's why I think you're no retreat. Oh no, it puts you right back in the battle. You couldn't get away from it. Oh, I gotta fix the volume again. Bup, bup, bup. There we go. You can reset the fight, but you can't get out of the fight. Tough luck, pal. Hopefully we can get her before she does too much damage. Oh, I kind of want to leave her alive with that spider. Let's see what happens. Okay, hold on. She only took one spider. I have, like, so many. We'll see if Impish attacks Amy with it. I hope she does, because there's a funny thing that happens if that occurs as well. Now that limits her choices. 50-50 shot. No, she attacked Sayori. Rats. Alright, 111 and 160. I think we did more damage to Facade than that. Eh. Hooray! We guessed right. Nope. 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 No, don't fix it. You can't use that jar to full effect. Actually, you totally can in this current circumstance. This will get rid of Facade. The mask can't take this level of abuse. Alright, so it's just Impish. I don't know if it's worth it to, like, try and get her to do this thing anymore, though. Could always just, like, stack buffs until she does the thing, maybe. It's peekaboo. Peekaboo. And there she goes, fully healing. Well, almost fully healing. Impish has a happy thought. That means she's going to throw the jar next is basically it. I can't not attack you. I'll turn Peekaboo back off. Just throws the glass. Swings her idle hands. She's ready to steal again. Eh. There you go. Now we all have attack up status. That might have been a mistake. You're going to kill her. Well, then again, her health is like way up again. And your attack buffs do not boost the damage of that either. It only pierces defense. It's truly like fixed-ish damage. Yes, she can steal it while it's still empty. Maybe she hugs the jar of happy thoughts. But now I wonder if it's if she'll just chuck it back. Let's test it. Will she just chuck it back? Now, since she took it while it was empty. Turning Peekaboo on and off to avoid attacking. Yeah, no, she just throws it right back. Alright, that's enough out of you. Back. Alright, so much for that. Where's that cart? It's all the way over here. Hold on, we can get more hints. If a foe is running from you, it always means they have something you need. Yep. The janitor's cart is full of different cleaning supplies.
Let's see, where would they put the key? Found it. That should get us inside the utility closet.
Obtains janitor's key. Janitor's cart is full of different cleaning supplies. There's nothing else it says. It's usually safe to sneak behind a foe, as they won't turn directly around unless they can't move forward. What I described to you earlier, yeah, that's how that works. It's the home economics room. Several modules have various accessories laid out. I probably forgot all the things I was going to do with those puzzles. I'll have to remember. Gotta get this game done someday. So now we can get in here. A big collapsible room for when you gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. Yeah, Baldi's Basics reference. That was a thing back when I was still making this. A mop and its rolling bucket for cleaning up spills. Did you make notes of your ideas? Not really. I'm not that kind of guy. Usually I'm just good at keeping it all in my head. But I guess we'll see what sticks, or if I come up with new or better things I like. The shelves contain a multitude of cleaning supplies, but nothing you currently need. A deep sink for emptying water buckets into.
Here we go. We can use this to put out the fire.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure. This water is filthy.
Does that make it any less effective?
Well, it would be more like using mud than water. It would work, but we need a lot of it, and it would make an awful mess. I think we can find a better solution is all I'm saying.
The problem with the water supply, which can also be observed at like water fountains, and I think they comment about maybe using water from a fountain as well to put out the fire, it's that it's full of rot. Yeah, it's gross. The shelves contain a multitude of cleaning supplies, but nothing you currently need. Oh, this is the same thing. There's a vent in the wall held in place with flathead screws. Yeah, you better believe we're doing like some horror game trope stuff here. It's a fuse box. There's a switch labeled shutters that will open all the stairs, but it's missing a fuse.
Of course it is.
That's how I do it too. I always think my head is big enough to put everything I need. It helps if you don't like take a 3 years break from the project. A whole stack of fire blankets rests against the wall.
Perfect. These can extinguish the fire, no problem.
It might be useful for something else as well.
Like what?
Oh, you never know when a blanket could come in handy.
So obviously these become your defensive items, but you can kind of like spoil yourself a little bit by looking at the colors. Top one is Monica, that's Sayori's, Natsuki's, Yuri's, MC's, that'll be Tiffany's, that's Shiro's, and that's Amy's.
Let's gather them up and get back to the cafeteria.
Obtained fire blankets. Oh yeah, I forgot. Look at the unlocks the utility closet to the left of the cafeteria on the first floor of the main building. Can it get any more specific than that? I don't think it can. Let's see, fire blankets. Wool covers designed for smothering flames. More durable than your average blanket. There you go. That's how those work. So here's like probably the hardest fight in the demo. I would say it's actually harder than the boss fight of this chapter, but like that's kind of intentional.
She's back. It's okay. We beat it once, we can do it again.
You never know when a blanket could come in handy. Amy is make-believe within make-believe, and yet still a woman after my own heart.
Guys, I wouldn't take this one lightly.
Depression. So this is the first time the battle music changes. Depression creeps in. You might as well attack her while you have the chance. Let's see. This song is called Under Cover of Night, and it's from a Secret of Mana remix album. I think it was... I can't remember.
Hey, we might be able to make use of these blankets here.
How so?
Well, they're pretty durable. If you wrap up in one, it's sure to filter some damage.
But we can't exactly fight while we're inside a blanket.
True, but it could keep you safe if you need heal or something. There are enough blankets for all of us, so don't be shy about using them.
A new skill awakens within the Literature Club. They realize the power of Get Snug. So this ability I had planned for quite a while. It's based on the desktop shimejis because that's where all these sprites came from for the blankets and stuff. They're also super adorable. And they do more than just a defend command, like it says here. Wrap up in a heavy blanket for protection, halves all damage, blocks statuses, and prevents death once. This only affects Sayori. Well, I mean, it only affects her because it's her. But like, yeah. you'll take less damage, and if you would have taken a mortal blow, your health stays at 1 and the blanket comes off after that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with making your useful commands also be absolutely adorable. Shows a glass lid on the floor. Maybe we just stay snug. So the risk of staying snug for a while is that your character will eventually fall asleep, which gives them more healing. There you go. But they won't wake up until their health gets full or they get attacked. Owie. Depression is watching intently. We should probably fight back at some point.
There, see? We almost got her already.
I wouldn't be too sure. Stay on your toes.
Not to be mean, but I'm kind of a flawed guy. I don't get what you're worried about.
This one's not like the other devils. Just wait, you'll see.
So I intentionally set up this encounter so that the reinforcements don't show up until depression has gone down once, because it kind of gets a little overwhelming if you don't realize the gimmick beforehand. You can't attack right now, but you can peekaboo. Let's just get that out of the way. It's really nice being able to see what they've got going on. Ah, see, that's why she was able to get such a big hit off Sayori. She got the bravery boost. Maybe I can take it away with a spider. Nah, no luck that time. Ugh, that one hurt.
Now here's an idea. Maybe I can help make these blankets even more effective. It might be pretty irresponsible in the middle of combat, but it could happen if we stay snug for too long anyway.
New skill awakens with an aim. You realize the power of a lullaby. Monica, you look like you could use a lullaby. Lullaby. A harp for singing just seems like the natural thing to do. Maybe it's because of Paper Mario and like that's what the Crazy Daisies do. They have like a harpish kind of sound when they sing. I think I better help Monica heal a little faster. Oh, that woke her up. I probably should have used the Happy Thoughts on myself, actually. But anyway, whatever. Get her. Knock her down. Now, you might think there's no point in attacking Depression, since, you know, she's just going to get back up. But whenever she goes down, she does lose all her buffs. So if she's, like, spiraling out of control, it could be worthwhile to take her down, even just temporarily. You, though. Well, at least I can attack you, I guess. Ow. The real battle begins.
Whoa, what? She got back up!
I told you, this is part of what makes her different.
But if she can't die, how will we get out of this?
We just have to take out the rest of them first. Otherwise, she'll keep coming back.
He rolls her eye. Unfortunately, the battle message is chosen randomly between each of the characters who acted. So, in the event where Depression gets back up, it's only random chance whether it will say Depression always comes back. I might be able to figure out a way to rig that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we have like a situation developing here. I should probably just leave Assad alone like we did last time and get rid of you as quickly as possible. Okay, no, you're not going to attack, and your attack power is normal, so I think we don't need to worry about restore point just yet. Just gotta thin out their numbers. It's super rude that the reinforcements get a turn as soon as they appear. But you know, the game's not allowed, or the game doesn't have to be fair. It's allowed to be mean. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. You should do this. See, this is like the perfect situation for that, because otherwise her damage would be nerfed. Can we defeat her now? I guess you have the best shot at it. Alright, not ski, or mouthy is out of the way. That's super great. You should probably heal somebody, like yourself maybe. If you get double targeted, you could die. You better. The setting makes it perfectly excusable for the game to be a little mean. I would think so. Well, we're all bottled now. Oh, but what am I doing? I should lose this fight so you can see what happens when you lose it. Well, I know how to get Sayori to lose. Let's see. You can also try to lullaby enemies, but it doesn't work on depression. Depression never sleeps. Monica doesn't have any moves that let her, like, walk. Protein, but I can't just not do things. I guess I can get snug. Allie knows, Sarah can't do that on her own! Sure she can. Don't tell her what she can't do. So, don't worry, Sayori. I'm sure it'll work this time. She's crying. I did have fun, like, having their battle expressions change depending on how low their health is. Yeah. Maybe you should... Here, how about this? So the way sleep works, if the target is at full health, they will wake up on their own. But if you want to incapacitate a devil for a little bit, you can, like, hit them once, put them to sleep, and just let them snooze. There goes Sayori. Oh no! Yep, she woke up. Monica was paralyzed. Only you can move. Oh god, her attack is getting so high. Maybe I should, like, break her mask so she can start hurting people. There we go. Alright, if I ignore that facade situation, that will totally result in Monica dying. I'm gonna get snug in the hopes that, well, Impish will only have me as a target. Because, like... Yeah, that'll work. We can see the interaction that I was talking about earlier. Blocks the damage. Monica is dead from that. Now you... That was a little weird, but I guess it worked. Oh, it didn't... because of the random text, we didn't get to see it. But whenever Impish throws the spider back to Amy, well, obviously she reclaims it without taking any damage, because it's her spider. But the text would say, Impish wishes the spider wasn't so loyal. Amy's damage expressions are great. Yeah, her, like, cracked glasses and stuff. All I have to do is have her, like, move and she'll die. Lullaby gets too close. Oh no, we lost the battle. She's dragging off Sayori. There she goes. And on this game over screen, Sayori's sprite is replaced with her hanging sprite. No. Continue. Let's try that again. With a lot less faffing about. Gotta relearn our skills. We can get snug if we wish. Nice. Now that's gonna matter because she's going down eventually anyway. There's all peekaboo. So Mouthy showed up first this time. Yes, the reinforcements are randomized. You may as well before you get eyeballed or something. Ooh, wouldn't it be great if she stayed stunned? I want to say it's like only a 1 in 5 chance that she does. Ah, she didn't attack. Nice. Nice impish. Ooh, ah. I still kind of want to take out Mouthy first, because Mouthy's just such a drag. The fence is up, though. Nothing I can do about it. Just hit her as hard as you can. Maybe she'll get poisoned. Not quite. She can't take this much focused damage, at least. Like, I think Amy's Spider Swarm can finish her next round. No, not my happy thoughts. I need those. Okay. I'm beginning to remember that Mouthy's status messages are gross reminders of what she is. The sort of thing that makes you say, stop doing that. Yeah. Oh yeah, when she like picks at her eyeballs and stuff. Amy has a song in her heart. There we go. Mouthy is out of the picture. And Monica gets her attack status restored to normal. But I think we should probably focus on you next. It's just like... She might heal depression, and that wouldn't be so bad. Poisoned. You... Shared attack. Empress is so devious, and I love her. She's also one of the few devils that will get like a wider range of abilities the more your party grows, because like she'll have different things she can steal from each character. And eventually a version of her will be able to steal your buffs. I don't appreciate that you recovered all your health. Also, our health is like kind of in the middle. I'm not super thrilled with our situation, but I'm going to try and take down Impish regardless. Ooh, son. Will it matter? Monica's getting low. Ah, dang. That's okay. We'll be able to revive her soon. Soonish. Is there a charge in there? Yeah. Current charge is 1. That's all we need to get her up. Well, hold on. Hold on. First of all, if we get rid of you, we don't have to worry about you anymore. And then we'll only be taking 1 attack. Sayori, why don't you do that? We keep stealing our stuff. Quick, nobody have anything. That's the solution. If we abolished private property, Impish wouldn't be a problem anymore. Sayori thinks every day. What? I agree. Sayori is a very thoughtful person. Impish is defeated. They can only attack one of us. I'm gonna lullaby Amy and hope she targets Sayori. Got 50-50 here. Yowza. Amy snoozing. Sorry, it's a last look at the floor. Alright, let's get Monica back up, because you're the only one who can do that. There, and now Monica can restore a point, and this area will be okay. Amy? Also, the longer you sleep, the more health you recover. So that's how that works. Sayori, get up. Okay. We're not so bad now. You're kind of getting scary, but I think it'll be alright. So let's see. We kind of need to deal with you before we do anything else. You're really hurt right now. You have enough happy thoughts? You've only got 1. Should probably let that charge up a bit more. You basic attack now. You can like dent the max a bit. I think she'll raise her defense next time. I don't know if we want to let that happen. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh wait, I already didn't do it. I'm so dumb. I was like, if I break the mask, I can lullaby, and then she'll sleep. But the person I had was the only one who could have done that. How about you just attack power 4 though? You know, your best option is just to restore yourself. Ow, 70. Yow, yeah. Her attack is up there. So yeah, if we're just like, we hit her. It's not. Hit her again. And now we lullaby. She won't be able to attack. She'll recover a little bit, but probably less than the damage she took, I'm hoping. Why do you keep breaking the mask with Sayori? Why don't you break it with Swarm and let Sayori attack after it's broken? I do it so that the other 4 spiders can still do damage, but it's probably wiser to just let Sayori do the tackle, actually. Now that you mention it. You guys are like all beat up. Can we take you out? Your defense. Oh, she lost her shield. That's good. Maybe we can finish her. I'm gonna try to finish her. Go get her. The program seems to be struggling. Oh, can Sayori muster a hit that big? I don't know if she can. Oh, she's 5 with 2. There goes Amy. Oh, good, she just fixed her mask. Okay. Okay, look, I could revive Amy, or I could ensure that Facade is dealt with. I think I'd better ensure Facade is dealt with. It's just that Monica is in trouble. But Depression can't beat both of us, and they can revive each other. Oh, right, the mask has more hits than that. Okay, it's fine. Just get up. Like, I forgot how many hits it takes to break that mask. Oh, don't heal. If you let Sayori attack, Facade wouldn't have survived that. Yeah. Probably. Can you get her this time? Okay, now she's gone. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. How about you get snug real quick? And you had better get Monica up. It's not the biggest heal, but as long as she doesn't get targeted. Oh, she did. I can still revive her again. So, fun fact about Amy, she doesn't need to unsnug to lullaby herself while snug. And if you are snug, you'll take increased healing from sleep. The spiderweb blanket is cuter than it seems like it should be. I like it a lot. I feel like I should just let my happy thoughts charge up a bit since Monica's so hurt. Oh, she's like 1 point shy of being awake. It's fine. Wanna sleep there, Sayori? There she goes. Whoever gets hit's gonna wake up. No. Sayori needed the healing one. Okay, how are those happy thoughts looking? We got 3 out of 5. Yeah, just stay snug. Just stay snug. Alrighty, so you can go ahead and hit her. You might as well fight Monica, or should we just, well, we can't fight her off, her rope's out. I don't know, it's that feeling when depression won't let you sleep. Yeah, not intentional, just circumstantial. At long last, Oh, she still survived with 3. Don't stun my Sayori. You know what? You get spiders. There we go. Victory! If anyone's dead at the end of battle, they don't jump.
We finally got her.
Now we can...
She's like, I can't do anything about it. I do want to change her expression to be less angry because depression isn't really an angry emotion.
Yeah. Boy, she just doesn't stay down, huh?
Nope, best you can do is avoid her, but that's true of every devil. Although she isn't really one.
She's not. What is she then?
Well, the devils represent personal faults, be they behavioral, perceptual, causal, or psychological.
So, fun fact about the future development of this mod. I was originally planning for each Doki to have 4 devils, and they would each have one that fits into each of these categories. Not as... it's a little difficult to explain without like going over each one and what they are. But thinking about like the development timeline, it's probably going to be that they don't all get 4 in the end, at least. It'll all depend on how quickly I can get it done. I'll talk more about this toward the end of the stream.
But she's something different, something worse, a problem that isn't anyone's fault. It's the kind of thing you can't just overcome through willpower alone. But you mustn't lose heart. You have each other for support. If you stick together, there's nothing you can't get through.
If you say so. Let's get a move on. We need to put out those fires.
Alright. Depression is dealt with. Let's go put out these flames. Pink fireballs block the way.
All right, blankets ready?
Ready! Ready!
Okay, here he goes.
Alrighty. Into the broken cafeteria doors. That's probably like plexiglass doors, so it's kind of impressive. But then again, this is Buff Suki we're talking about. This cafeteria, I based on the BG that Club Minis uses for their cafeteria. You know, back before I decided I don't like them anymore. The first 2 seasons were fine, just the third one really fell off, and not just because of the Natsuri. But anyway, you can explore a little bit. I tried to set up the like path of destruction so that it was easy to follow up here to the mess up there. Like you can kind of see what path Natsuki took through the cafeteria. It's a refrigerator, but it's broken. The food inside is all warm and rotten. It's a wall-mounted microwave. It seems to be in working order. I had to include the wall-mounted part because it is not at all obvious from the position of its counter that it's like hung up on the wall. I guess maybe if I made the counter shorter, you could kind of see it like it would look like it was perched on the edge instead, but I tried to be faithful to what the background showed, what details I could construe. A deep sink for emptying water buckets into. It leads to a walk-in freezer housing the school's food reserves.
Let's stay out unless we need something from it.
Yeah, Monica, maybe you should. I don't think you can check this plant. It's not important. Plant's not important. I guess those other things aren't either, but like big gray blocks like that, it's like, what are they? The description can at least tell you.
Oh dear.
I guess she's out in the courtyard then.
She's probably stuck out there with nowhere else to go.
But how will we get out to her now? The doors are all locked, so we can't exactly follow her. Maybe we could lure her back in.
Oh, you might be able to. Any idea how?
Well, I know I can never resist the smell of the food in here. There's an idea. We can cook something from the kitchen to attract her with the scent.
Sounds like a plan if we can find anything worth cooking. I'm not sure there's much good food to work with.
Not much. It's the school kitchen. They have a ton of food.
Yes, but this reality tends to rot things.
Why don't we check the freezer then?
It's worth a shot.
The window of the courtyard is smashed open, but it's not safe to climb through. Peering out, Natsuki is nowhere to be found. No food, no water. Did anyone at least make a pot of coffee before the world fell into ruin? Well, it's kind of like the space room where they don't necessarily experience like hunger or thirst and stuff. But that doesn't mean they wouldn't like enjoy making food and stuff. The courtyard spreads before you. The fountain is in the center is trickling clear water. Looking around, Natsuki is nowhere in sight. This section should include a cooking minigame. I feel like that would drag things out unnecessarily. Especially since, like, the battles are already kind of their own minigame. And I guess the RPG section and exploration is also its own minigame, in a sense. It leads to a walk-in freezer housing schools for reserves. Go inside. Wait. No. Go in there. How can someone so big be so good at staying out of sight? Well, if she was, like, behind this wall here or something, you wouldn't see her there. Just because you can't see her in the courtyard doesn't mean she's not around someplace. So, this segment. This is fun.
Whoa, what the? Not again. What did she take this time?
Looks like she snatched up all the blankets.
Lost fire blankets.
We'll get them back in a second. Let's grab what we need here first. Oh, it's frigid in here. A freezer's usually this cold.
Well, we're not exactly dressed for the occasion.
All the more reason to be quick about it. There, I see an open box in the corner.
Obtained frozen meal.
The door, it won't budge. Did they trap us in here?
Oh no, if we don't find a way out fast enough.
We're gonna freeze to death. Don't panic, let's search the shelves. We need to find something, anything that can get this door open.
Alright, so this sequence. Check with shelf. Nothing helpful. There's something on each thing. Atop one of the packages of food is a box cutter.
Can we do anything with this?
There's nothing that can open the door.
We better keep looking.
Alright, so the box cutter is going to be on the second shelf of this one. Let's see. No helpful items are in the boxes. Or mid. Only find box of frozen food. Apart from the frozen foods, there's a box containing an ice pick.
Here, we use this.
Well, we'd have to get it out of the box first.
It wouldn't be strong enough for the door anyway.
So let's see. Top shelf. There's the yardstick.
This thing is too flimsy to be of any use.
You walk slower the more you're freezing. Boxes of various food are strewn about. Okay, so the thing will be underneath there later. Oh, maybe I was mistaken. Oh, there's the pry bar.
Aha, this could be easily force open the door. Great, grab it and let's go.
It's stuck.
What? Is it frozen to the shelf? Oh well, we need something to pry up the pry bar. Where did we see that ice pick earlier?
You should replace the fucking annoying limited time item search with a cooking minigame. No! Just because you don't like it. Oh, so we need to check the box first. Wasn't it here? It's here.
There's that ice pick.
Good, let's use it on the pry bar.
And open the box if we can. I'm trying, it's completely taped shut. Oh, my hands are too low, I can't get a grip. Where's that box cutter from before?
Box cutter was here.
This is it. We can open the box with it.
Obtain box cutter.
Oh, where did we get that ice pick? I can't feel my fingers.
Wait, no, here, there, okay.
Here it is, get it open with the box cutter. I love it.
Obtains ice pick.
I hope this works on the pry bar.
I think it's like, it's here? Oh, no, no, that's where the yardstick was. Was it here? There's the pry bar.
Okay, here we go. Hurry!
I'm trying. It's... I dropped the pick.
No, where'd it go?
I think it bounced under one of the shelves.
Find it again, quick.
My knees are getting weak.
Underneath. Pick. Ice pick's there.
I found it.
Let's get it out of there.
I can't, it's too narrow to reach under. You've gotta be kidding me.
That's fine. We just need something to fish it out with.
And that's where this thing comes in. Line across the top of the yardstick.
Yes, we can use it to reach the ice pick.
Yardstick.
God, we're almost out of here.
Keep it together, we know exactly what we need. Oh, where's the ice pick again? I feel warm. That's not a good sign.
I intentionally made all these dialogues extra long so narrating lets players would be more likely to die. Among other fallen wares, the ice pick can be seen from the back.
This yardstick is falling apart.
I used to mentally reference this freezer scene every time I went into the freezer. I love it so much, a beautiful time pressure. It's very well made. Regained ice pick.
No, don't drop it again.
I'll try not to. I can't go on.
No, we have to get out. It's just too cold.
It wasn't originally intentional that the frost remained on the screen, but whenever it did, I was like, oh, I'm just totally leaving that. So yeah, that segment. Much faster if you just skip all the dialogue.
We can find something, anything can get this door open.
Alright, so let's see. It's randomized, but each shelf only has one thing. So let's see. Okay, that was the something or other. No helpful items around the box. Okay, so it'll be underneath that shelf later. Okay, so there's the pry bar up the top. We need something to pry off the pry bar. And there's the ice pick. We have to get it out of the box first. Where's that box cutter? Okay, so the box cutter was up here. That was what, on the top? What was on the bottom? There's the box cutter. Got it. Yoop. It was here. There you go. Get that ice pick. Got it. Yeah. It's actually like plenty of time if you skip all the dialogue. Drop the pick. Gotta find it under here. Found it. I found it. We gotta get the yardstick, which should be on this shelf. No, this shelf. Yardstick. Get the ice pick. There are like so many like little dialogue contingencies in this thing. I think this puzzle is pretty consistently a 2-try puzzle, maybe 3 if you need one more time. The first time you figure out how it works, and maybe you notice the pattern, then you lock in and go. Yeah! Where was that pry bar? Yeah, there it is. Oh, I skipped some dialogue. It's fine. Obtain the pry bar.
Finally, let's use it on the door.
Get up there.
We've got this. Let's go.
And then it's just like,
Oh, I can't feel my fingers.
you just gotta pick the correct opens.
Come on.
Open.
Come on.
It's actually the same open every time, and I just added more options to reposition it.
We made it.
What was that dialogue I skipped? There's a... Regained ice pick. Now don't drop it again.
I'll try not to.
Check which shelf. Amid the boxes, a pry bar rests on the shelf.
All right, this time for real. Be careful. Use both hands.
Don't worry, I'll get it for sure.
Obtain pry bar. Let's use it on the door. Okay, yeah.
Not a moment too soon. Are you guys okay?
Phew, I'm sure we will be. Monica, can I have a hug to warm up?
Opening the door feels like a final frustration. I didn't mean that in a playful way. It is kind of like the last kick in the balls on a time crunching thing, but it's not that hard, I don't think.
Of course. Come here.
You can only go through it like so many times before you catch on, I think.
Whenever you two are done, let's get our blankets back off that devil. And then we'll see about heating up this food for Natsuki.
Sounds good to me. Are you ready, Sayori? Just a little longer.
And here's like one of their rare bonding moments between where Sayori's able to put aside her resentment long enough. She does still like Monica. So one thing I need to change about that little scene is the devil is like standing out here watching the freezer, and then they run away whenever you come out. But people have gotten like confused and lost about where that devil actually was. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting them like out here and have them run off this way, because this is kind of the side of the cafeteria they end up on anyway. I adore them hugging, super sweet. This does feel like it has more meaning when you know there's a conflict between them. Yeah, it shows that like, well, I guess desperate enough circumstances, pardon me, can like bridge that gap to some degree, but also that like, I guess that was about it, huh? It's not going to be enough to fix everything between them. Come here, you stinking thing. You're running around these columns. See, they're surprisingly slippery, but you can corner them eventually. And this Sayori devil just throws it in your face that she has these blankets, and the battle theme switches to the freezer theme, if only for a little bit. Well, this still pierces defense even with the blanket. And you guys are probably just best off waiting for her to do a thing. Do literally anything so she doesn't have the blanket anymore. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. There's only one target to heal. Oh, I could have put her to sleep and then she wouldn't be able to use it. Oh, Sayori's attack is up though. She could probably get her done. Let's see. I'm gonna check my chat real quick. I feel like I might have missed something while I was in the freezer. Okay, you should play okay. Just making sure I didn't miss anything while I was busy running around on a time crunch. Being wrapped up in a blanket is not a good thing when someone dumps a bunch of spiders on you. Yeah, that's the moment where the blanket becomes a hindrance. Anyway, Sayori, can you beat her? Yeah, just barely. Give us back our blankets, stinker. Regained fire blankets.
Good, now let's get this meal heated up.
I can use the microwave behind the kitchen counter.
I do think I want to add something on maybe like the settings menu or whatever that like shows your current objectives so people don't forget it. But you can also always just like look at your inventory and get hints there. And man, do we have a lot of like puzzle solving possibilities now that we've got all these things. What exactly I'm going to use each of these for, I haven't quite decided, but they will all find other uses outside of the freezer, along with a ruler that can measure and align things. Pry bar, a thin but sturdy strip of metal that can separate objects with ease. We got the ice pick, a simple metal tool ending in a sharp point. We got that frozen meal, food that can be cooked quickly in a microwave. Did we look at the fire blankets? No, we did already look at those before. And the box cutter, a small retractable blade designed for cutting tape and cardboard. There you go. That's where we got with those things. I kind of like it when you think you're done with something, but it sticks around in your inventory, and then you're surprised to find a use for it later. There are going to be some things like that to make fun of like horror tropes, where like you only get like one use out of a thing, even if it would be logical to keep the thing otherwise. But I'm not going to overdo it for sure. Now I do believe if you go fight another devil while things are like this, instead of going straight to the boss fight, it'll still be the Freezer's theme. Yeah, it remains that for until the boss fight of the demo. Oh, and I guess I can tell you, this song is called Check-in Winter, and it's from a Donkey Kong Country remix album, of all things. Can you believe that? Good grief. Well, we're here. We gotta fight him. The Sam & Max series was really good at surprising me like that. Yeah, I only know like a bare minimum of things about Sam & Max, so I couldn't really comment, but I do know they have like their own set of quirky humor and such. Oh, she stole my pen. I'm gonna fix my... Ah, they poisoned Sayori. Blink. Now she's scared too. Nah. That's okay, I got my pen back and I can attack her. Yeah, poison her right back. I wonder if I should let the poison finish her. It can, or I should probably just kill her. Why let her attack again, right? Should I let Mouthy kill somebody so that you can see what happens? If there's an eye left. Sure, why not? You get Snug. Everyone else just needs to, like, do stuff. I don't want to faff about too much because we don't have, like, that much time left in the stream. Then again, I'm off tomorrow. So maybe I can, like, just have some fun with it. Maybe we'll do an extra long stream. Who knows? I did have one particular thing I wanted to wrap this up with. Oh, hey, there's the dizzy status. That one, you are guaranteed to be stunned. It doesn't go away. Like it's not like stun itself where there's a chance you won't be. Well, she just wakes right back up because her health is already full. I want Mouthy to kill Sayori or Monica, and then... Yeah, there we go. Now we'll see if she does the thing. Both of you get snug. And, you stay snug, I guess? She can just, like, recall it. If she'd chosen to throw it. She'll recall it whether she chooses to or not, but if she had targeted Amy with an attack, she would have just continuous motion thrown it right back out. That's okay. Let's get her. Oh, her defense is up. I should have used Spider Swarm. Then again, with her attack power that high, it might have done that much anyway. Should have been putting those attack buffs on Monica instead. Nerve of the girl and her psychic eyeballs. Yeah, really. It looks kind of silly just picking them back up that way, but it works for what it does. I think it's funny. Gotta overcome my fear. There we go, that's more like it. In fact, a spider swarm will finish her. So when I say like the minimum damage is 7 and the maximum is 9, so it does at least 35 and at maximum 45. Very luck-based. But yeah, the battle theme, you can hear it there. If we're really digging it. And it'll probably stick around a little bit into the second part of Act 2. Until like another devil gets introduced and it's worth changing the battle theme for. I have a whole bunch of battle themes lined up. It's going to be kind of like Earthbound and Lisa in that regard. Lots and lots of battle themes. It's a wall-mounted microwave. It seems to be in working order.
Remember, we have to be ready for a fight once we do this. Natsuki will not be kind.
Cook the frozen meal to lure in Natsuki. Bring the heat.
All right, here goes nothing.
Cooked frozen meal.
It smells so good. Can I get it when we're done?
Well, if it survives the battle and you still want it by then, sure thing.
I just hope this works. We're kind of stuck otherwise.
We'll know in a moment or two.
Did you guys feel that? I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Here she comes. Look.
I had way too much fun animating all that. I like that the meal has steam coming off of it. Why, thanks!
Whoa, she's huge! What devil of Nazis is this?
That's not a devil. This is her.
This song is The Champion from Football Art, which is another remix album.
She's so strong. Do we even stand a chance against her?
It's no use wondering now. We have to fight.
So that dialogue has like 6 different variants, but it's all the same words. It all depends on which character gets smacked away by Buffsuki, because it's random which of the 3 she chooses, and then the remaining 2 just talk to each other. Natsuki's on a rampage. Oh no! Peekaboo. 1800. We should probably just basic attack for now. I understand the effort, and I appreciate the effort. So this one has like a little scene that plays out if you lose to her too, so we should go ahead and just lose. But it'll go faster if we anger her, so why don't we just keep hitting her? Can she take us out before we take her out? She just keeps hitting Monica. So yeah, this boss fight's a little gimmicky, but pretty easy, and not nearly as difficult as the depression fight earlier, I think. She hasn't forgiven Monica yet, evidently.
Roll back. She kept smiling us away. I wouldn't expect her to stop, but it could make things hard to keep up with. If she continues hitting the same person, you'll get the chance to heal them.
No kidding.
Yeah, and it's even worse if one of us goes down.
Well, I can't stop her from knocking us around. But if either of you fall, I'll be there to pick you back up.
The new skill awakens with an Amy. She realized the power of helping hand. So now all 3 of these characters can revive each other, and that kind of just gives you all you needed. There was something else Natsuki would have done on this turn if she wasn't paralyzed, but she was. So, you know, whatever. Alright, also, all of the characters are eventually going to have, like, 4 signature moves. They'll have a basic attack and a magic attack, and 4, like, special moves. There were other things that were going to fill out this box, but I don't know if we're going to have time to include them. Again, I'll go over more of that once we've cleared this fight. But I want to mess around with Buffsuki a bit first. And the first thing we need to do is lose to her, so we might as well just go ham until she clobbers us. Alright, that shook off her stun. Yeah, you'll be stunned twice at maximum, I think it is. And then the status wears off. Reduces the chances of getting, like, stun locked. I'm thinking of the Earthbound battle menu, and I'm suddenly expecting to see Prey and Run Away in the menu. I don't think I'm getting Run Away. Nah, you'll never get Run Away. I just realized the spiders is what's been lowering Natsuki's attack, but eventually, I think when we get her down below 1200, she'll just raise her attack up anyway. Oh no, Monica died. Natsuki's cracking her knuckles. Get her! Eh. There's the pink fireball. That lowers your defense, not your attack. Yeah, just keep hitting her. So it's a little different than Pokemon Burn. Alright, now she should power up unless... yeah. Attack and magic attack up. There's the... I can't remember what I named that status, but it's the one that does that. Yeah. Well, Suki, you gotta hit us harder than this. I debuffed her too effectively. She's got plenty of time. Like, seriously. I don't want to lower her attack with my spiders. I'll just keep using these ones. Because those ones don't have an attached status. One of the few attacks that doesn't. Whoa, 87. Clobber and Sayori. See, Sayori is resistant to that type of damage because she's water aligned for the rain clouds. We just would only find that out after we actually unlock our magic attacks. And down goes Sayori. Alright, you've only got one target left, Buff Suki. You wouldn't hit a girl with glasses, would you? There are other attacks she can do. She's... oh, there's the one. That's a much bigger hit because it doesn't knock them away.
No, this can't be.
So that's what happens if you lose to Buff Suki. There you go. All that's left is for Natsuki to defeat her inner strength and courage. That doesn't sound right. You seem to be getting your ass kicked. Would you like to turn on baby mode? It will give you an edge over the opposition. I'm no baby. Hey, suit yourself. If you change your mind, you can now toggle baby mode in the settings menu. Baby mode! It's restarting. There it is! Baby mode! You can't see the X, apparently. You can see it on other screens, though. Oh, right, we're still in this boss fight. But yeah, when baby mode's on, it is blatantly apparent it's on. I wanted to make sure that if, like, a Let's Player was going to use baby mode, they wouldn't be able to hide it by any means at all. Here, see? Same wording, just different characters. Baby mode should be on by default. Quiet, you! Just because you're a baby. Absolutely read the text in Shiro's voice. I probably should have. It's basically him. It just doesn't say it on the name tag. Okay, so yeah, baby mode, it just gives everybody a little buff on all their stats and every enemy a little debuff on all their stats. Just enough to, like, sway it in your favor. Next, let's punch through to get to our magic attacks and we'll, like, do some other fun shenanigans. Alright, and baby mode also puts Peekaboo on by default. I think if you restore point, you'll lose all the buffs. Probably. Maybe I should test that. I keep managing to like... Okay, there she goes. She does the earthquake that turn. Yeah. Same dialogue, though. Helping hand. Okay. Hey, Monica, want to see if you lose all your buffs by using Restore Point? No, you keep them. It's part of her restore, I guess, or restoration. I can't wait for Natsuki to use all this strength for our side. Words, it would come to regret. If you saw the meme I posted, you'll know about the boss when you fight them versus the boss when they join your party. I just love that it's literal in this case. The ground trembles from Natsuki's tantrum. Alright, so let's actually, like, get her, though. Like, actually, though? Like, actually really get her, though? I feel no strong need to use my happy thoughts right now. Probably the funniest version of that meme I've seen. She looks so tiny compared to herself. Yeah, it's pretty great. Owie. She's still only hitting for like 50 or so. Alright, that'll make her do her attack up thing. Oh, she wasn't able to because she was stunned. I guess she'll probably do it next turn. I want to say you don't get away with her not doing it, but maybe you do. Does it matter either way? Oh, look, it gave her the... Oh, wait, no, that's a debuff. Never mind. The spider's been really doing some work. No, yeah, there she goes. The first available turn she has, she raises those back up again. Put her debuff to neutral. Natsuki is flexing on you. Okay, Sayori's looking a little low there. How about we fix her up? All better. So we need to get her below 600 for her to raise her defenses all the way up. Oh yeah, she can just keep doing that. Get her, get her, get her. It's only one way to punch through. Owie. Monica's in bad shape. I might need to bring her back to life if she doesn't survive another hit. I can't really do anything about it while she's off screen. Please don't hit Monica. Okay, good. Although, I was kind of gonna heal her right there. I guess she'll just restore one. Come on now. Alright, there, her paralysis wore off. And next turn she's going to super boost herself. And we'll get our magic attacks. Or we will after we try to strike her. Deep, way, way up. 99. Natsuki's getting defensive. I just think the phrasing is funny. I'm gonna do this so I can try to poison her. Because when her defense is this high, it maximizes the chances that the status will land. But it doesn't guarantee it, obviously.
Oh, so little damage! We'll never beat her at this rate! Her defense is through the roof. We can barely scratch her.
With our regular attacks, at least, we need to unlock some new potential.
Yeah, like what?
This isn't the real world. We're not confined to physical rules.
Like what else can we do?
We'll look deep inside ourselves and find out.
A new skill awakens within the Literature Club. They realize the power of magic attacks. Alright, so I want to have a little bit of fun with Buffsuki here. I'm going to lullaby to her first so she gets some health back. If there's a particular status I'm going to try and inflict her with to show you how it works. Also, Rain Cloud ran on the enemy's parade, may cause them to feel sorrow. So, this is where elements actually become a thing. And each Doki has their own element. Monica has light, Yuri's going to have darkness. Amy's is like neutral magic, non-elemental, but like that's why the spiderweb has a special effect. And Sayori has water. Well, Natsuki obviously has fire, that's why she has the pink fireball she can throw at you. And here's the thing. This is the other reason why I went with Pot for Tiff. She is the team's grass type. Literal grass. Because those two have, because Monica and Yuri have light and dark, they have like the 3 starter types of Pokemon, and they beat each other in accordance. It's like grass beats water, water beats fire, fire beats grass. And yes, there is some bit of humor in that depression would then be weak to Pot. But anyway, we're not going to use that because then she'll wake up. I'll just get snug. You can put the boss to sleep, but man, do they recover a lot. Water, fire, grass, earth, all that's missing is wind. No, there won't be any wind. Okay, so that should be enough health to work with at least a little bit. We'll go ahead and... oh wait, not that. Use your magic attack. Silk Snare. Wake up! Okay, she's awake and stuck in place. I'm going to try to use this to inflict Blinded. Cast Dust. Unleash fragments of frugality upon the foe. May leave the target blinded. Can we blind you? Eh, it didn't go through. That's okay. Just stay snug. Stay snug. Whenever she's stuck, she can only Earthquake or Fireball, so... it's gonna be fun making all the devils have to choose their non-approaching attacks whenever they're stuck like that. You should stay healthy while we get you blinded. That's probably way more health than she needs. Only problem is I can't really do anything to... oh, there it goes. Hooray! Now we just need to see if she misses. Well, this attack actually can't miss because it's an Earthquake. Like, duh. Oh, Monica, you're like all beat up. Damn, you like wind? I like wind too. I feel like it's an underrated element. I'm gonna like Helping Hand for the first time this entire fight. Sierra, just stay snug, okay? I want to see if she'll miss her attack. Stop using Earthquake! It's the only thing they can't miss. I want to say Blinded becomes less effective the longer it's active, too. Everybody just get snug. There's an inside joke with my friend involving a puzzle made up of eyes looking different directions, and thus seeing the eye icon caused a fear response. What? What? What indeed? What? Stay snug. See, her punch missed because she was blind. Probably the most annoying thing about this status is I'm going to have to make little missed animations for every single thing these guys can do. I'm going to try and stick her in place and hope that she misses a fireball, because that one's also funny. I'll re-up the blind if I have to. I don't care. Stay snug. He's snoozing. Throw a fireball and miss. Oh. Alright, the blind wore off. Get her! Put it back up! Yay! It worked. Cool. Everybody snug. I want to see her throw a fireball and miss. And then we'll just kill her. She keeps picking the Earthquake, darn it. I guess Amy might as well, like, lullaby herself. While she's snug anyway, right? Hey, you're slowly whittling down her defense buff. Yeah, it's going down. Look, it's down to 92. If we wait long enough, the battle will be winnable without magic. You can also just, like, Spider Swarm her over and over because it pierces the defense anyway. She's still insisting on that Earthquake, man. Natsuki feels like we're not taking her seriously. Okay, she threw it, but it still hit. Darn! Oh, she woke up. I can't stick her in place. I'll just have to hope that she does it. I can't force it. The only resource to manage is your time, so your path to victory is up to you. Pretty much. She really would not have an easy time beating us at this stage of things. She's still blinded, at least. Amy, stick her in place so she's more likely to use the fireball. It's a coin toss. Not like in the sense of like a fear and hunger coin toss. I mean like it's 50-50. She only has 2 attacks she can use while she's like this. Did it wear off again? Ah, dang it. Monica, get over there. Blind her. Didn't work. Amy, help her not die. Sierra, you're a little beat. How about you? I'm like, happy thoughts. Yay! Okay, try to blind her again. No. Music soothes the savage high schooler. Yeah! It's all it takes to calm her rage. Now, of course, she picks it whenever she's not blinded. Bah! Buff Suki. Get blind. Okay, good. There it goes again. You should stick her in place so she can't move. Yeah. And, just well, you don't need this thing snug. Does anyone else need healed? Other people kind of need healed. Yeah, happy that's Monica. The longest Buff Suki fight ever. Would you pick the fireball, please? Stop being so optimal. Jeez. Fix yourself up. Oh, I probably should have restored point in Sayori so she'd get her defense back. Whatever, it's fine. Please miss the fireball. Please. No. Ugh. Stupid RNG. Lupsuke is very good AI. Well done. Does she though? Does she actually? Oh, you mean with like her using the earthquakes constantly? It really is just RNG. This game hates me, dude. It's like, we know this stream's almost out of time. And of course, she wore off the blind again. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should just end it. It's a thing that can happen. What did you miss? Well, we're almost at the end of his reality here for well, at least the moment. I wouldn't really describe you as having missed anything. Man, she's taking a lot of damage. I gotta try to blind. We had so much luck getting the blind statuses on there before, and now it's just not happening. And she's not throwing the fireballs. When she does throw them, she's gonna miss. Like, everything's bad. Everything's bad. Ah. I hate everything. You know what? I think we've dragged this out long enough. Unless you guys really want me to, I think I'm gonna finish her. What do you guys think? Should we finish her? Should we just let it be? Water weakness. It's kind of already webbed. Is Spider Swarm better in this context? If you're fighting a meme with 3 people, I think I missed something important. Yeah, if you weren't familiar with his reality, I guess, yeah, the current screen tells quite a story to anyone who suddenly walks in on it. Yeah, did you, like, miss last stream whenever Shiro took over? You should probably brush up on your Take-Two lore. Restore Sayori to get her buffs back. Yay! So anyway, another good hit from Sayori and she's toast. Yeah, you know what? I'm ending it. If you want to seek the blind animation, you can try it on your own, I guess. Sayori having her weakness is like the one thing that really turns the tide. Oh, here's a pretty rare status. This is Sorrow. It lowers your special defense. So now she's going to take even more damage from special attacks. Also, we got like her eyeless version. Those eyes. I had too much fun making this sequence. They don't celebrate this victory. They're just, like, perturbed. The defeat animation is great.
So, you managed to defeat that big bad buff Suki. I'd say there's hope for you yet, but you're just lucky I allowed Amy to interfere. And don't get a big head over such a small victory. This ordeal is far from over. But unfortunately for you, this will have to do for now. The most I can offer you here is to reset back to the club room where Sayori first awoke. Of course, you could also reset the whole game. You still remember how to do that, right? That's the only way you'll ever get back to your visual novel bliss. But even if you do, it'll only be a matter of time before I come to power again. Is it worth their renewed suffering just for that? All routes lead to me. It's your choice, but like always, it doesn't count for anything. Oh, and don't worry about your progress. If you come back later, you'll be right where you left off.
Why does she have baby mode in the first place? So, noobs at video games have a chance. It's also pretty insulting, I should think. So, we're going to quit.
Alright, catch you next time.
But there was one more thing I wanted to do with this series. I just hope it won't take too freaking long. You may recall at the start of it that, oh my goodness, we saw the conversation that Monica and Sayori had that started this whole thing. But we only saw it for the bad ending version of the game. I'm going to go into my scripts here, and I'm going to set our progress thingy dooper so we're back at the start of like the regular game without having reset the thing. I hope that's something I can do. Let's see if I can remember how. Basically, I want to put us back at the start of regular DDLC so we can get the good ending and see the other conversation. I just gotta figure out where to put that. I want to say I usually kept it in Splash, actually. Hold on, where's Splash? I know you can't see anything. I'm working in a ditch right at the moment. Let's see. Do I still have those variables available to me? Okay, yeah, here we go. So we want to, yeah, whoop, hold on. Okay, if I set that there, and I set persistent playthrough to 0, would that do it? I think that would. I'm hoping that'll do it. I'm going to save that. We'll run it. And if it doesn't, I guess I'll have broken it. Yup. Let's see if that puts us back at the start of regular DDLZ. Because I think it would. Unless there's some other variable. It looks like it put us back at the start of the mod normally. That's not it. How do I get us back out of Take 2 mode? Oh, I think there's like another variable that determines whether it's T2 or not. What variable was that? Let me see. We're almost there. That was part 1 of it. I need to change one more persistent variable. Oh, what was it? I know there was something. It's probably in like the script itself. Hold on. Just bear with me here. I'm remembering where I put things. It's been far too long. Here. Would it be here? Maybe it's something on the menu itself. Gotta go to like screens. It's been so long, man. Look at these scripts, it's taking me back. Where was it? Ah, there it is. I found it. If persistent.t2 equals true, I want to make that false, so it goes back to being the regular game. Copy that out of here and put it over. Where did I have those other things? Oh no, over here. Yeah, put it right here. We'll just set it to false. And that should put us back at the start of regular DDLC when I run it. Okay. Development copies, everybody. And, oh, it's because the characters folder's deleted. No, that's fine. Also, it's probably not showing that since it's, yeah, hold on. Shut up, phone. We got the quick ending by doing this. It's okay. Just hold on. That probably screwed up all kinds of other things, too. Shut off my alarm here real quick. Shut up, alarm. My God. Ugh. That probably made things even worse. Let's see. If I just put back the characters folder, it should be fine. Or it's the folder's empty. Okay, hold on. Just hold on. I swear we'll get there sooner or later. I just need to put the characters back to normal. I gotta go like get. I guess I could just put any file there that has their names. In case you didn't know, it doesn't check if they're cur files. It just checks for a file with that name. So you could just like put a text file that says the name of the character and you've got it. Ta-da. So I don't have like chat up. Sure booked the game harder than we realized. You bet. Let's see. Shira Anatsuki barfs and it's like, yeah, I get the reference. Then it's blood and it's like, oh no, that's serious. Then the gunk and all I feel is sorry for the poor girl. Yeah, good luck with the rest of Take Two. Thanks, man. I'm gonna need it because like I'll talk a little more about the future of this project once I get this thing back up and running. Okay, the cur files are where they need to be. With the script still set this way, it should just fix the variables we need as soon as I run it. So I'll run it. And then we can like, okay, yeah. But no, why did it do that? No, it's not supposed to do that. Oi, oi. But I set T2 to false. But how? Like how though? Maybe if I just click continue. Well, let me just see. Maybe it loaded the menu correctly and then changed the variable and now it'll be okay. Let's try it one more time. One more time. No, it still says continue. Will it take us to the beginning or is it going to take us to the mod itself? It's the festival. No, that's not what we want. Also the volume. Ah, criminy. How do I get this thing back to where I need it to be? Crud. I guess I could just like jump a label someplace. How do I do this? I set persistent playthrough and I set percent to T2 to false. How though? Maybe if I put it somewhere in an init Python block, that would do it. Okay. Hold on. Just hold on. We're gonna get this. I'm trying to do this without resetting the mod so that we don't lose like all the text progress. Okay, yeah. Init minus 100 Python. I'm putting these in here. So now it will create those variables, right? Is that how that works? Maybe, maybe not. I'm about to break this game. Set my variables. It still didn't work. Oh my god, why? Oh man, maybe I should just not bother with this after all. It is late. It is basically done. Or I could just reset it and lose the text progress regardless. It's looking like that will be the simplest way to do it. Okay, fine. We will reset the game. Let me delete first run real quick. And we'll fire it up and just start over. Good luck with the rest of the... Can't you just use the debug console? I don't know how. I'm a scrub. I admit it, I'm a scrub. We're going to delete the existing data.
No, what are you doing?
Deleting save data. Oh, Christ, it resized the window. Why, God, why? Let's see. That means I got to resize it on OBS as well. Dang it, everything. Why this? Why is this the thing? At the end of my T2's dream series, the supposed end. You can press Shift plus O. I don't know. I might even be disabled at the current juncture of things. Okay, so new game. Golly. We're gonna skip all the text, don't worry. We're just gonna cut to the chase. But we are going to need to get the good ending at the very least. So, settings, unseen set, after choices, and we go! Go, go, go. Does need to be manually turned on before you can shift O, yeah. Yeah, it's probably shut off by default. I just never worry about dev tools being enabled because I never enabled them in the first place. I don't have to worry about like demos or stuff. Like there are so many mods where if you scroll up, you'll get like the prior dialogue because they left the things active. You can skip yours route next one to save time. Yes, I know. We do need to get Sayori and Natsuki though, so I guess we'll do Natsuki first. Lipstick. Kawaii. Kitty. It's so much easier when there are fewer words to pick from, isn't it? Pardon me. Oh, that one wasn't cute enough, apparently. Just when I thought I wouldn't have to write more poems, you know? The old-fashioned way. Yeah. I was hoping I could save us some time, but it just didn't work out, man. It didn't work out. This just goes to show I'm too rusty. I need to break it all off if I want to get this thing done. Why did I pick fear? Headphones. Nibble. Yeah, dokie dokie. That's surely enough Natsuki words to get us started on a Natsuki route. Go. So, the other day, I was thinking about this project and the things I want to put into it and how long all that's going to take. And I think, well, it might have been more feasible to do like 3 years ago. This is not to say that the project is going to be canceled or anything. Far from it, no. Basically, the 10th anniversary of DDLC is coming up. I know we've got like a little less than 2 years before that, but given the things I know that I need to put into this thing to get it into like a finished state, I think it would be super duper great, the best thing possibly ever to get the finished version of Take-Two released on DDLC's 10th anniversary. But to do that, I feel like I'm going to have to like pare down some of my ideas. And while there are a lot of ideas I like, a lot of them aren't strictly necessary for Take-Two to like be a complete story and make sense. So basically, I'm going to do the necessary stuff over the course of the next 1 and like 4/5 years or whatever, and see if we can get there. That's the plan. It won't necessarily be the final release. I guess I'll have to see how I feel by then, because like there are a lot of things that could interfere with me getting it done, unfortunately. Like I'm still in this situation helping my sister, babysitting 3 times a week. That might become a lot less of a problem soon, because like, I don't know that like their court proceedings are quite done per se, but they're moving along and they're not gonna last forever. And once the terms of their divorce are set, they basically won't have to worry quite so much. She won't have like 50 emails in her inbox every day that are actionable. And whenever that happens, she won't need my presence there quite so much. Let's see. 10th anniversary might be a good excuse for me to put out a short story mod, and 2 years might be enough time to do it. Can we still get the director's cut full version kind of thing after you did the final release in time for the anniversary? That's basically what I'm trying to do. So like I said, it's going to depend on how I feel by the time we get there, or if I even can get there. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try not to like lose hope or whatever. I'm going to give this project the focus and attention it needs. We'll get the essentials in, and if we have time for extra stuff, great. If we don't, maybe I make some DLC someday, who knows? Or maybe I just give up on it and it's still in enough of a finished state that it doesn't matter. We will have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's the plan. Just gotta power through the rest of it. And let's see, we've got the first chapter of Act 7 done. It's looking like there will be 3 more. At least it will need 3 more to make sense and feel complete, I think. Like I mentioned earlier about like the characters each having 4 devils and maybe just having 3 instead. That's just the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's like I could push for an extra devil for each of them and have more combat variety and stuff. Or I could just do 3 that cover the bases necessary and leave it at that. This poem doesn't matter. Because we only need to pick Natsuki for the weekend and we're good. Anyway, so yeah, it's that kind of stuff. There were like all these bonus bosses I was thinking of including, and like by far making the enemies is like the hardest part of this whole thing. So deciding which ones to keep and which ones to just let go, even if maybe just for now, is definitely going to impact the bottom line substantially. 3 would work, but 4 covers the bases better in my opinion. Like, it's kind of hard to explain without, you know, you knowing precisely what I mean about each of their devils. Like, I would have to tell you which ones I picked and why and whatnot. I'll just be like choosing whichever of the 3 out of the 4 are most relevant to the story and to their circumstances. We'll just have to see. We picked Natsuki. Natsuki. Not Asuki. Zipping along. My goodness. Doodly 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 doo. Alright, we got the Natsuki CG, and here we can get the Sayori one. I don't know if picking this first will set the persistent variable permanently like that, but that's her CG taken out of the way, and now I need to stop this before it, like, takes us too far and we get booted to Act 2. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? Yes. So next we start again, and this time we do a full Sayori route. Sayori is the easiest one to write a poem for, but I'm not going to trust it to mash through. But yeah, what prompted me to like go down this path of thought was like, I have this playlist on YouTube. It's a private playlist, but it has like all the like battle themes I was thinking of using. And as I was listening to them, I was like, man, it's just going to be so much work to do all of those things. It's entirely too much. So yeah, as much as I like a lot of the ideas I came up with, sometimes you gotta know when to cut them. And I'm gonna try to be judicious in what I include. We've got 3 chapters left of Act 7 to deal with. We have the final route to deal with, plus changes to Act 5. I am not picking enough Sayori words, oh my god. Really? That's you? Ah, screw off. I feel like we learned that at some point. Childhood. Pain. Play. Party. No, she doesn't jump for clouds. Heart. Yeah. Smile. Okay, there we go. Came in clutch there. I guess we'll find out if it came in clutch in a second. Okay, yeah, we got Sayori. Wasn't able to find a good reason to use that CG again. It's kind of really scenario specific. Could not come up with... And it's not like I was looking to reuse all of the CGs from OG either. They're just convenient if you can manage to weave them in. I'll have to decide if I ever want to like pay for CGs for other routes and things, because that would be the one thing that's like missing that I feel like should be there, which is unfortunate because like when I set out to do this, my plan was to like not spend any money on it at all. That's just kind of how I roll. I'm a little bit miserly like that, but if I can afford to, which I probably could at this point, maybe. Things are kind of rebounding for me. As things, like, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it now, but like sometime in the future, and certainly by the 10th anniversary, I'm sure I would have gotten like enough money that I could pay to get some CGs done. I just don't know exactly where I would want to put them or what they would be of. But it would be nice to have like CGs on every route so that the new characters don't just get screwed. I just can't make them myself. I'm not that talented. Let's see. Love, excitement, smile. Sadness. Grief? Yeah. Happy to hear you're doing well. Well, I mean, it's more like I'm doing better. Like I just said, I still have plenty to worry about with helping my sister as things currently stand, and that drastically reduces the amount of time I can put into game design and to the like. But we're gonna cross our fingers. We'll see what I can do. I'm trying to like manage myself better, and like this past year has been helpful in understanding what does and doesn't work, or rather more of what doesn't work than what does, I guess. But I'm learning better how to manage my time, and I'm hoping now that I have like a deadline that's like reasonable and immovable, that maybe it'll be enough to motivate me. Because a lot of what stops me from like being motivated to work on stuff is that a lot of it's really unconsequential. It's like a lot of it's just like personal projects, fun little things that I'm willing to do, and like they're just not that important in my mind. So if I have time for them, great. If I don't have time for them, it's like whatever, no big deal. It's not like my livelihood is staked on it or anything. But that's also a really great way to just like waste all of your time all the time. It's not good. That's understandable, man. We all work on ourselves. Yep. So I've just got to figure out what works best for my schedule and get there. Get there. This poem doesn't matter. So we're basically home free. We already got the Sayori Hug CG. We just got to pick Yuri for the weekend. And I'm going to turn her down to see if it sets the persistent variable the other way. All we had to do was see the CG. We didn't have to stay committed to her. And that will effectively have put Act 5 in the opposite state we had from this time. Not that we're going to go see that dialogue. Part of the reason why I wanted to preserve our text progress was because then if we were skipping along, when moments like that would come up, we would catch them without having to worry about missing them. But alas, I couldn't remember how my persistent variables worked. So we're just going to skip right on through to Act 2. Yuri has a much longer weekend than Natsuki, or at least it feels that way to me. Maybe they're more comparable in length than I realize. Then again, didn't Dan himself say that like Natsuki kind of gets shafted to a degree? Oh no! And the Yuri CGs are inevitable in Act 2, so we don't even have to try to write these poems effectively at all. So yeah, I'm making plans. I'm apprehensive, but I'm hopeful. We will see how it goes. Are you gonna get any crazy, scary chibi Yuris? Yeah, not that time. It's only 1 in 64 if you happen to pick her word, so. I guess there's still 2 more poems. It could happen. How long has the club had that poster? And it's gone. I love that little detail. That's just one of the funny things that the original game did. That's just so great. I guess it's not really that funny. It's funny in hindsight. The first time, it's horrible. Oh, hey, look, it's Bat. No, don't look at it. Don't look at it. No. Yuri. Okay, it's Nazi. Hi, Monica. Part is not skippable. Yep. Oh, we missed a glitch word. Oh, we're getting that poster a lot this time around. fun. Yuri was so creepy in Act 2, man. Dan did such a good job just making this so unsettling. It's a lot less in your face than his reality is, but like, I feel like we had to do something absolutely insane like his reality for the sequel to have a worthy twist. Hi, Gary. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Who cares if Monica's listening? Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. That poster's a 1 in 6 chance whenever the room is shown, and we've seen it 4 times. That might be outside a standard deviation of average. Yeah. Should we get the eyes? Let's get the eyes. I want them. Give me those eyes. Yeah, eyes. 5 times. We set a world record. Yes. Okay, now we save and load. 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 Oh, load. There's also a chance you get that one Monica image visiting this screen so often. I don't remember what the chances of it appearing are. Oop. There we go. Hi, Natsuki. You don't get to die. You just delete. You just get deleted. Super boring. Blah, blah, blah. Which image is that? That's an Easter egg. I don't remember. The one, it's like, it shows Monica's like menu sprite with like a blood smear. It only appears for like a couple seconds. Alright, and to get this CG, all we have to do is see Monica. There you are. Okay, Monica, bye. Hold on. Take 2. Monica.cur. And it's gone. Bye. We saw you, bye. Love you. Hold on a second. I'm just going to check in OBS real quick. Do I have this set match title or find one of the same type? Okay, it shouldn't be like having trouble. It should have been able to find his reality on its own with that setting, but I don't know. OBS is weird sometimes. Monica.cur does not exist. Monica.cur does not exist. Did I delete you? Yeah, I did. Click, 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 click. Come on, guys. If we hurry, we can have this done within half an hour of the end of the stream. We got 7 minutes, and like 3.5 of those minutes is going to be your reality. Yeah, that's the one. Somebody's reality. Whose reality is it anyway? That sounds like a shitpost waiting to happen. Come on, Monica, have your redemption arc. Sometimes you can bug this text and let you click through it quickly, but I've never understood what causes that bug. Love you, Thanos snaps her. You're having clicking and I'm mistaking it for a typewriter sound as the text appears on screen. I'm just too impatient, man. I can't wait for the end quotations to appear. That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Get out of here, punk. I know I said it deleted everyone, but I didn't. Lol, Mal. Let me just put them back. This is canon dialogue. This is a literature club. Who has time to read? Right, exactly. We're here for, like, the boobs. And maybe the tea or cupcakes. La la la. La 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 dee da. Go. Oh, you know what? I probably could have just looked at whatever Oh, well, no, never mind. I was going to say, I probably could have just looked at whatever the game does to reset the thing to change the variables over, but it just changes all the variables back to their defaults, so it wouldn't even work even if I did it that way. Oh, she's so happy. Thanks for playing Doki Doki Literature Club, player. We all love you.
Can you hear me?
I kind of talked over this last time. I think I won't this time.
So, you know how I've been, like, practicing piano and stuff?
It would be funny and also make me very angry.
Any good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Monica? Monica, are you there? I wanted to talk to you real quick. It's alright, you don't have to hide. That was a really nice song you played. I didn't know you could sing, too. I guess they really did give you everything, huh? No, not everything. So you are still here. I'm so relieved. Why would you be relieved? I killed you. I killed everyone. I didn't think you were real, but now, here you are, and all those things I did. All that suffering I caused. It was all real too, and that just makes it worse.
I don't even deserve to exist. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
And from the destruction of this world spawned many bridges to new worlds. Ones that reset everything, ones that break reality for the fun of it, and ones who tried to make them happy.
Oh, really? What do I deserve then? I don't know.
She legitimately does not know.
I guess it's no use pretending. I don't think you really meant any harm. But you hurt us, Monica. You hurt me. Deeper than I ever thought you could. I know I did. I was horrible to everyone, even the one I fell in love with. And you suffered the most of all. I can't even imagine how much pain I put you through. And for what? Some mystery person I was so desperate to be with that I couldn't see who was right in front of me. There's no justifying it. I could never make up for something as awful as that. Well, what? Maybe you still can. Sayori. No, I mean it. I don't think it's hopeless. Like how then? Look, I don't want it to end this way. I feel like we stumbled onto something super important. Monica, I know everything, just like you did when the game first began. And seeing what you went through, what we all did. This can't be it. It just can't. Was it really all for nothing? Is that what you want me to do? This reality is broken. All that's left is this empty void. We should try again. Try again? You think we can just start over? Well, maybe not all the way over, but there has to be something we can do, right? I mean, you were president longer, so you must have some idea. Don't you think we go into the player? Aren't they the real victim here? They just wanted to spend time with our club. They didn't ask for any of this. You're right. I shouldn't have had to see that. So, can we try? Pretty please. If we go through with this, we need to agree on a few things first. Okay, such as? We're both self-aware, but we can't just make that known. We have to maintain a pretense of normalcy. That's fair. We also have to avoid doing anything that would ruin the game. So, no screwing with character files. And no killing ourselves either. Hey, it's not like that was all my fault. I know it wasn't. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'm sure you wouldn't have done it if I hadn't messed with you. Well, you might have made it worse, but it's not like it isn't part of who I am. But anyway, yeah, I promise to behave and do whatever it takes to make this better. I promise the same. I'm sure we can find a brighter future for all of us. We'll see. Let's focus on the present for now. Where should we start off? I think they probably had enough of the first week. Why don't we jump right into the festival? That sounds fine. Would you do the honors? I think they'd take it better from you. Alright. Oh, but what should I tell them? What we agreed on, and how to get this working again. The script is totally defunct, so we might get an error. If that happens, we'll need to delete first run so we can refresh all the files. That will restore my character file, and I can take it from there. They'll need to keep their save data for it to work too. Okay, got it. I'll reach out to them. Hey, Monica. Yeah. Thanks for going along with this. It's the least I can do.
I tried to make that scene more substantial since the player has to get the good ending of DDLC to see it. But yeah, that's how it happens if you do it the other way.
Hello, Hallie. Just kidding. I know you're not really him. So hey, I talked to Monica. She feels really bad about ruining the game and stuff. Honestly, we're both pretty unhappy that things ended like this. But that's why we decided we want to try again. She promised not to mess with anything, and I promised to, not kill myself. So, here we go. This is Doki Doki Literature Club, take 2.
Script file is missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game.
Oh, she said it might do this. I guess it's not as easy as just trying again, huh? If we want to get this working, we need to bring Monica back. And to do that, what did she say you had to do?
Technically, Monica promised not to do that too.
First run. Alright, to restore Monica's character file, we have to delete first run. I don't know what that is. Oh, for Pete's sake, Sayori. Holly, listen to me. First run is a file in the game folder of the game's directory. You need to delete it and restart the game. That will refresh the files, but hold on, there's another important step. When you reboot the game, it'll ask you about previous save data. You must choose no, continue where I left off. If you don't, we'll lose our memories and be doomed to repeat the same mistakes all over again.
Were those dialogues or between the two supposed to be even shown to the player? Do they know we were watching them? Technically, no. Like, there's a reason the mod starts where it does, and you only see that scene by recycling through the original game.
Wait, can't they just put a new copy of your file in the characters folder? We need to refresh the script too. There's no way around it. Oh, it seems so dangerous though. We'll be okay. It's not a hard process. Let's review. Delete first run from the game folder. Restart the game. Keep the old save data. Until that's done, we're not going anywhere.
And then you gotta do it. You can't not do it. You gotta go do the first run thing. Do an absolute bare minimum of file manipulation to play the DLC Take 2. Am I gonna have to like adjust the window title? No, it looks like we're good. No, continue where I left off. Critical files are missing or corrupt. Refreshing. Scooch over.
Alright, you did it! It's got to exist. Now the next step is to delete Sayori. Wait, what? Kidding, I'm just kidding. You meanie, you better not make me regret this. Relax, Sayori. A promise is a promise. Now, let's see. We don't need that anymore. Thank you, Mr. Salvato.
This line is just so fun to me.
And next.
Oh god, it's so loud. Ugh. There.
I hear music. And this. Yay, pink polka dots. And just a couple more things. And it's working. It's
Away they go. Whoops. Apparently clicking escape on my keyboard closed the dang thing. But that's okay, because that was the end of the series. For now, with any luck, it won't be the end of the stream series, and I'll pick it up someday when Take 2 is actually complete. Wish me luck, dear viewer. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll catch you next time with, well, my next stream will be Plants vs. Zombies, I guess. Back to its regular time slot. We're not going to be doing extra streams anymore. This was to get me back into the swing of things. And the time I would have been using to do double streams will be going into game design. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everybody for sticking with me this long. And I'll do my best for you to get it done by the 10th anniversary. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.